Let's break down what I believe are the lessons that Apple has taught every entrepreneur, every salesperson, every marketing executive on how to sell a product through storytelling. Hey, it's Jaylen. You know, despite Meta or Facebook being ahead of Apple when it comes to being on the market, years ahead with Quest compared to Apple's now announced but yet to be released Vision Pro, I believe Apple has already won. Not in terms of sales today, maybe in sales, especially once they release that sub $2,000 device in VR, but today in terms of the announcement, the building of anticipation, and quite frankly, developer buy-in to the platform, the ecosystem, and the operating system. You might be asking, Jaylen, how did they win? And the answer is quite clear. It's storytelling. Apple had a 41-minute masterclass lesson on how to tell a story versus announce a device that's on shelves to purchase today. Obviously, the announcement of the Vision Pro versus Meta Quest 3 has a fundamental difference. A few days ago, Meta released a new generation of a product with an existing platform that's been out for years now. And Apple is for the first time introducing a new product in a platform and OS in this space. But even compared to Meta's initial announcement, Apple still wins. Let's break down what I believe are the lessons that Apple has taught every entrepreneur, every salesperson, every marketing executive on how to sell a product through storytelling. Throughout the announcement, Apple sought to build connection with its consumers and humanize the product and service. This starts off right in the beginning, and there are nuances that Apple has established over time. Steve Jobs designed most of the storytelling techniques that Apple utilizes today. There's laughter, there's oohing and awing, eyes are truly tuned in, ears are perked, and that's just the introduction. If we go back to the original iPhone keynote with Steve Jobs, you hear this.
This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years. Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. And Apple has been, well, first of all, one's very fortunate if you get to work on just one of these in your career. Apple's been very fortunate. It's been able to introduce a few of these into the world. In 1984, we introduced the Macintosh. It didn't just change Apple, it changed the whole computer industry. In 2001, we introduced the first iPod. And it didn't just change the way we all listen to music. It changed the entire music industry. Well, today, we're introducing 3 revolutionary products of this class. The first one is a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone. And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device. So, 3 things.
He says those things over and over again. And those 3 things that he mentioned ultimately were, well, listen to this.
These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device. And we are calling it iPhone. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. And here it is.
Let's jump forward to Tim Cook and the introduction of the Vision Pro.
But we do have one more thing. This is a day that's been years in the making, one that I've really been looking forward to. I believe that augmented reality is a profound technology. Blending digital content with the real world can unlock experiences like nothing we've ever seen. So today, I'm excited to announce an entirely new AR platform with a revolutionary new product. And here it is.
Almost identical phrasing to the iPhone announcement. There's a great significance in what's about to come, and Apple believes in each of these scenarios that they're going to lead the era that they're stepping into. This is not a product announcement. This is the announcement of a new experience, of a new platform. This isn't just a toy, it's the future. I'm excited to announce a new AR platform with a revolutionary new product. So when looking at the significance of the platform that they're building and the innovation of the product, they've sold you on the experience that is to come. Tim Cook will narrate through a variety of visual demonstrations. They'll go back and forth between showing the demonstrations and showing Tim Cook or any of the later speakers. I believe this is an effort of establishing and balancing authority, the significance of this product and the platform itself. Each of these demonstrations are examples that speak to everyone. Photos, movies, FaceTime, presentations, offices with multiple virtual monitors. They're connecting you to existing activities that you're currently engaging in and enhancing them. This is not about disconnecting you from the world and recreating new experiences in the metaverse. This is about what are you currently doing and how does this platform, how does this technology enhance those experiences? And by connecting back to the apps that you already use, they're answering two questions. One, how hard will it be to adopt this new technology? They're saying it's easy. The apps that are on your phone will also be inside of Vision Pro and the visionOS. And they're answering, why Apple?
So in the same way that Mac introduced us to personal computing and iPhone introduced us to mobile computing, Apple Vision Pro will introduce us to spatial computing. This marks the beginning of a journey that will bring a new dimension to powerful personal technology.
They're wanting to establish that, why not Apple? We know how to create new experiences. We've created and defined new categories time and time again, and here's another one. They talk about every major
Apple platform was driven by an innovative new input model. Mac with the mouse, iPod with the click wheel, and iPhone with multi-touch. With Vision Pro, we set the ambitious goal to design an incredibly intuitive input model for spatial computing, one that could be used without controllers or additional hardware. Apple Vision Pro relies solely on your eyes, hands, and voice. It's just you and your content. It's remarkable, and it feels like magic.
What I loved about this announcement was how they utilize every potential concern as a feature. When they described the visual interface, they talked about how it can be customized for the user experience, the ease, the flexibility.
Another foundational design goal for Vision Pro was that you're never isolated from the people around you. You can see them, and they can see you. Your eyes are a critical indicator of connection and emotion. So Vision Pro displays your eyes when someone is nearby. It's incredible. This breakthrough innovation is called Eyesight.
They also never mention virtual reality. They aren't releasing a VR device that we think of in terms of gaming, etc. They're creating a new perception of this technology. Spatial computing is what we heard often throughout the conversation. So no need to truly compare to what Meta has done with Quest. This is truly a new era, a new experience, and a new approach. Now, if I go back to the beginning, the opening video that Tim Cook pitches to is not just a talking head or a voiceover. It's a cinematic video showcasing the device, but not just product shots, shots that show the detail, the texture, enough to give you the space to truly imagine how this feels. They didn't leave any detail to be created by imagination. They showed you, they prompted you, they let you hear it. You couldn't touch it, but now the next step is to buy it so that last sense could be fulfilled. High performance, most ambitious, mobility, lightest weight materials, polished to an optical surface, soft, textile, and in some cases, polished to an optical surface. What does that mean? But it's enough to put ideas in my mind, and now I need to buy it to experience what you just sold me. So, when can I buy it? How much? Where do I go?
We studied thousands of heads to get a detailed understanding of the huge variation in cheek width, face angle, and head shape. This led us to design a modular system that allows us to tailor the product to fit you perfectly. For those who wear glasses, we teamed up with Zeiss to create custom optical inserts that magnetically attach to the lenses. They accommodate a huge range of vision correction without compromising display performance or eye tracking accuracy. A separate battery means that you don't wear that weight on your head. The soft aluminum form slips easily into your pocket and connects via a supple woven cable.
And again, they're taking what could be a potential concern as a feature. A separate battery means you don't have to wear that weight on your head. What's interesting is the bulk of this video, they aren't talking about the device. They're talking about the platform, visionOS. The platform itself is the future, not this device. The device that comes is what a consumer buys. But today they have to sell this idea to developers, to create, to build a platform, to build the ecosystem. And one of the ways they do this is by introducing Disney, one of the most recognizing and appreciated brands in the world. And they feature Star Wars, ESPN, National Geographic, Mickey Mouse, Marvel, and talk about the fact that Disney Plus will be available on day one. They're showing to the consumer that we're building an ecosystem, and they're selling to a developer, we need you to build this ecosystem. And to land all of that, like any good paper, they land with a recap of what's been introduced today, highlighting the points that they feel that if nothing else sticks, you should remember. So what did we cover today? We talked about the humanizing and stating the significance of what's about to come. We're showing an experience, a story versus a product. And secondly, their goal is to sell you on the fact that they're going to enhance your current life, not recreate it. So it's easy to move into this ecosystem, into this platform, into this product. Credibility. They've established why they are the ones to lead this conversation, how they've done it time and time again. And again, there's the ecosystem that they've already built that this taps into. They've addressed each concern as a feature. What questions might come up that we can discuss now as a feature and a benefit that maybe others haven't. And details. Apple prompted every potential imagination that we could have with descriptions. Again, high performance, lightest weight materials, polished to an optical surface, soft and textile. There's no room to imagine the wrong product. They've given you all that you need to begin to imagine in the right direction. An ecosystem. How does this fit into the technology you already have? We're not selling you something that doesn't talk to what you're currently doing. We're not selling you a new brand. We're selling you what you already know. Now, when I compare this all to Meta's initial Quest announcement, it was this simple. We've been talking about it. You've heard it. Here it is. It'll release in spring. Here's the price. Here's a few features. And then there's a promo video that Mark Zuckerberg tosses to. And the video is a video with a generic voiceover that no one knows. I hope this breakdown gives insights to someone. There's a few nuggets in here that I'm taking for myself on how we sell our business, how we sell our services, and how I sell myself when we're pitching to clients. Something about every detail being covered, something about every concern being addressed as a feature, something about the credibility that's been established, right? I think we all know to do that, but how do you do that in a way that's not braggadocious about the revenue you've made, but about the experiences that you've driven before? Enhancing and not recreating. We fit into your current ecosystem. There's no incredible difficulty to onboard. There's just notes in here. But I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching or listening on the podcast. If you're not already, subscribe, like, give me your feedback. It is well appreciated.